Hi, Megan. All right, let's just take a look at your writing. I attached my final brochure. I completely redesigns for major original concept. Took away the red background. Red background completely. Yay, good job. I saw that. I was really, you have to admit, it's so much more inviting without those weighty, bulky blocks of red in the composition. So I was really super pleased to see that. Good job. Titles and subtitles in red. So you got your color, but you don't have all that extra bulk, right? So perfect solution. Along with the Toys for Tots logo, I kept it makes less busy looking at it, aligned everything differently. So the eye is drawn to the correct places. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look, Megan. So I got you up, but where did I put you? Here you are, right here. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the layout, which I want to fit in the window. Okay, so again, much more inviting, really inviting. I mean, it's open, it's clean, it's contemporary, and it's saying, hey, take a look at me. And I just used a couple of words, open, clean, contemporary, but we've got this really super, super old school image in here, and which is cool in its own right, but I think that it's just a little bit of disconnect between the really, I would expect it to be like this vintage style brochure. Because this looks like it could be straight out of the 50s, right? But then we get into these contemporary images, use of color, and so forth. So this becomes an anomaly. I would not. I would recommend not using that. As a matter of fact, I would reconfigure it. I don't think you need an image on the front cover. I think as long as this is so open and inviting, let's keep the front cover. Let's follow suit, right? Take the logo and just place it right here. Then just think of a tagline. Think of a tagline and try to assemble it in an interesting way towards the bottom of it. So you have Toys for Tots logo and then whatever the tagline is. If you have to write one, write one. I don't know if they have one, but I just think it would be a really neat way to kind of introduce the clean openness by a clean open uh, front panel, right? Okay, so back panel. I don't think you need an image on the back panel. I don't. I don't think this image is really. It doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose, especially on a back contact us panel. So what I would do here is I would just say, well, we got to have the logo on the back panel too, because if the brochure is sitting flat um, um, on a desk, okay, if it's sitting flat on a desk and the back panel is face up, you don't see the logo. So we want to put the logo on the back. Okay, what I would do is I would just reconfigure this whole page. I would place a logo. Let me show you an example. I love this configuration right here. I think it's really, really interesting. So this basic logo, contact information, social media icons. So think about that. So you would have logo, and then just contact information. Then you would have your contact information, mailing information, blah, blah, blah. And then you would list your social media icons. And really, again, keep it clean. Use negative space. You're using negative space pretty nicely here. So I would say follow suit and configure as such. Good typeset, really good typeset. Rags look great. Nice, nice, nice. Good job. One thing I'm not seeing, am I seeing old style figures and small caps? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I want you to get over there and get into the course announcements and take a look at that tutorial for setting old style figures and all caps into small caps. So anywhere there's numbers, try to use old style. If you don't have open type capabilities with this typeface you've chosen, all you really do is you can leave these the same if you don't have open type capabilities. But if there is numbers in body copy at all, just reduce them by a point or two. So they match up more accurately with the X height of the chosen typeface. And then small caps, let's see what we got. US right there, small caps. But VA, small caps. Okay, and so on and so forth, right? All right, now let's get down to the next page. It's a typographic widow. That's a word on a line alone. Don't want that. It's got to be edited out. You'll get drilled for this in a portfolio review, or even if you use this in your portfolio by a hiring professional. Portfolio reviews hate to see widows And so do design professionals, hiring professionals, because you know what the mindset is. This is, if designer didn't notice a widow here, then what else are they not going to notice in the future? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't mean to sound discouraging at all. I don't. I'm just trying to give you some reality here. So think about that. Okay, good typeset here. Right now you got this wave right here. It goes woo, like that. See that? That you can adjust those rags. You don't want any waves. What you're trying to avoid in rags are things like this. Diagonals like this, this right here, this wave right here. Those are things you don't want in your typeset at all. This looks pretty darn good. I think this is really nicely set regs. Gorgeous, good job. But then over here, we got this kind of diagonal here. That's not too bad. You got that one right there. And then we got this kind of swoop right there. So you don't want that. Okay, now if you want to introduce color, I'm not real sure you need the logo there. Although it doesn't hurt. I mean, let's get 1, 2. If we use the logo 1, 2, 3 times is going to be probably too much, I think. So reconsider that. Interesting ways to apply color without weighting down by putting things in boxes. Think about it. It adds wonderful, tremendous visual engagement. And I'll show you some examples. But yeah, your logo red it's a fully saturated, highly vibrant hue, a value of the parent hue red. So you got to be careful because it's got a lot of weight to it, okay? So if you're going to employ any of the following techniques, you got to be really tasteful in doing it. And what I'm talking about is this. And I just did a Google image search, trifold brochure, and you see example after example of really kind of interesting ways to apply color to the different brochures. And take a look at this. There's some really super cool, interesting ways to apply color. But again, as I said, here's red right here. So you can see how weighty that is. Red is a really heavy, weighty color. So go easy if you want to introduce color in any kind of swirls or any kind of patterns or anything that you might consider doing. So try to get some ideas from here. If you want to incorporate color, just be really, really subtle about it. And keep in mind that the addition of color is going to really add a lot of visual engagement. Okay, so there's where we're at. Nice work, great start. Love the edits you've made. I hope you're feeling good right now because this is just superior to the first iteration. So we are definitely moving in the right direction. Okay, so try to run those changes if you're interested. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. See something. Okay. Yeah. All right. So just please feel free to get with me if you have any questions at all, and I'll be glad to address any clarifications necessary. All right. Great start. Thank you very much.